Hey friends, welcome back to the Chris Chow Show, where I talk about investing, saving money, and personal finance. Thanks to the RBA decreasing their cash rate to all-time lows, banks have also lowered their interest rates, which is great for borrowers, but not so good for savers. But luckily I've done the research and I found the bank accounts that are paying the highest interest rates for 2021. None of these options are sponsored, no bank is paying me to be on this list. This is all based on my own research and my own opinion. That way you know you're getting honest advice and there's no vested interest. All I ask for in return is if you could smash the like button and subscribe to this channel, and maybe if you're feeling generous, share this video with your friends. It's important to remember that the point of these bank accounts isn't as an investment option so you can earn a measly 1% return. These accounts should be used for your emergency fund or any spare cash that you might have lying around in bank accounts. All of the accounts on this list has a special interest rate of at least 1.1%, which is roughly 5 to 10 times the standard variable rate of most banks in Australia. One thing to note is that most high interest savings accounts will have certain requirements for you to fulfill in order to gain that special rate. For example, a very common requirement is to deposit X number of dollars a month or have a linked transaction account. Starting with bank number 7, we have UBank's USave savings account, which is offering a 1.1% per annum special interest rate. Now, in order to get this rate, you will have to A, open up a USave savings account. You also have to link the USpend transaction account, and then you have to deposit at least $200 a month into that account. The 1.1% variable interest rate is capped for balances up to maximum of $250,000. There's no monthly account fees and there's no international fees charged by UBank. UBank is an online bank, which means there's no branches, and it's actually a division of the National Australia Bank. Coming in at number 6 is UpBank, and it's also our first digital bank on the list. UpBank's Saver account is providing a 1.1 variable interest rate if you make 5 card purchases a month for balances between 0 all the way up to $1 million. There's no overseas purchase fees, there's no monthly account fees. If you've never heard of UpBank, it's actually a collaboration between software development company Ferocia and the Bendigo and Adelaide Bank. Digital banks like UpBank are licensed by the Australian Prudential Regulation Authority, APRA, and deposits of up to $250,000 are protected by the government guarantee. Because UpBank is a digital bank, there's no branches and there's no online banking. Everything is done through either an iOS or Android app. So if you're not comfortable with using apps, potentially this is something to think about before picking UpBank. Number 5 on our list is also a digital bank and has probably the most unique name I've seen. It is 86400's Save account. With the Save account, you can earn an interest rate of up to 1.2% if you deposit at least $1,000 per month into your account. This special rate is capped at balances of $50,000. As a digital bank, they don't have any branches or online banking, and everything is done through either an iOS or Android app. The name 86400 comes from the fact that there is 86,400 seconds in a day. If you do require support, they do have an Australian-based call center. Next on our list is MeBank with their online savings account. They're currently offering a special 1.2% interest rate if you meet the following requirements. Number 1, you have to have both the online savings account and an everyday transaction account. Next, you have to make at least 4 tap and go purchases per month, which must be settled, they can't be pending, using your everyday transaction account. This 1.2% interest rate is capped at balances of $250,000. They also have no monthly account fee. You've probably come across MeBank because of one of the ads with the singing me logo, which goes me, 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 me. But if you haven't, they're actually owned by 26 of Australia's leading industry super funds. MeBank is an online bank and they have no branches, but they do have Australian call centers in case you do need support. And third place goes to ING's Savings Maximizer. For full disclosure, I do have this bank account and I've had it for the last 3 years. The ING Savings Maximizer account is offering a bonus rate of 1.35% if you meet the following conditions. First, you have to have an Orange Everyday account. Second, you have to make a deposit of at least $1,000 per month. Third, you have to make 5 card purchases with the supplied Visa debit card every month and it has to be settled. And then fourthly, from 1st of March 2021, you have to grow your Savings Maximizer balance, which means that there needs to be more money in your account than the previous month. This 1.35% is limited to balances of $100,000. Like most of the other banks on this list, there is no monthly account fee. Once you've met the requirements that I mentioned earlier, you'll pay $0 in ING international fees on online purchases or purchases overseas. Additionally, when you're traveling overseas and using ATMs overseas, ING will rebate the ATM fee within 5 business days. I've had this bank account for the last 3 years and I found that the online banking as well as the app to be easy to use and I haven't had any issues so far. ING is an online bank, so there are no branches. Coming in at second place is MyState Bank with their Bonus Saver account. They're also offering a special 1.35% interest rate if you meet the following requirements. Number 1, you have to deposit $20 or more into your Bonus Saver account every month. Number 2, you have to pair it with your Glide transaction account. Number 3, you have to make 5 or more settled debit card transactions from your linked account each month. Now, this special 1.35% interest rate is capped for balances of $250,000. There's no monthly account fees and they have an Australian call centre. If you've never heard of MyState Bank, they're actually headquartered in Tasmania and they currently have 7 branches in cities like Hobart and Devonport. I've ranked this above the ING Savings Maximizer account, even though they have the same interest rate, because the requirements are lower and also the balance is doubled. And number 1 on my list is, drumroll, the Westpac Life Savings account, which is giving an incredible 3% special interest rate if you meet their requirements.
Wait, this sounds too good to be true. 3%? There has to be a catch, right?
Well, there is one big catch to this bank account, and that is you have to be 18 to 29 years old in order to be eligible for this special rate. Obviously, Westpac is targeting millennials and Gen Z with this bank account in the hopes of taking market share from the other banks and also creating lifelong customers. Unfortunately, I am turning 30 this year, so switching to this bank account would just be a little bit too much hassle for me, but if I was younger, I would definitely be switching. In order to get this 3% interest rate, you will need to meet the requirements, which include having a Westpac Choice bank account. You also have to make 5 eligible purchases a month on your debit card that's linked to your Westpac Choice bank account. You also have to make sure that you've grown your Westpac Life Savings account balance by the end of the month. This interest rate is capped at $30,000. One thing to note, there is a $5 monthly account fee on your Westpac Choice account. So not this life savings account, but your transaction account. But it can be waived if you either deposit at least $2,000 a month into your account. So for example, put in your salary every month, or if you're under 21, or if you're a full-time tertiary student. One last thing to consider with high interest savings account is whether or not you have a home loan. If you have a home loan, you might actually be better off putting your money into an offset account. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos about personal finance, investing, and saving money. As always, an important disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice. This video and my channel is for general information only. As with anything in life, you should do your own due diligence and seek independent advice.